Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. How are you?
Not bad. I'm here. Um, Happy Tuesday to everyone. Welcome to the Commentary Zone, noontime edition. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up just because we asked you to. And hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Most importantly, tell a friend. Let me hit the like button myself. Okay, so on the docket today, we have I Love a Mama's Boy, Season 2, Episode 4, Crazy Expectations. I'm going to be honest, I think I fell asleep in a part of this because I watched it late last night, but I think I got the gist of it.
Interesting. Was it me or were there only three couples this time?
And, yep, they only
That's what I
focused
thought.
on three, but it was meaty. It was
Yeah.
meaty.
I was just sitting here I'm like, okay, hold up. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. This was a mess.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm team Layla now. Sorry. Not sorry. And we gotta
Okay.
go.
Do you want to start with them? Because I feel, okay, do you want to start with them?
Yeah.
Okay. My opinion is that I what came through to me last night during their segments what that this was manufactured for storyline, because how could you not know after dating all of these years and second time around with her that she wants to be a stay at home and you responsible for everything? Like, we would have known that last year, but we didn't. I i, I highly suspect this storyline. I'm very much over all of them. I don't care about them.
I mean, I do for Layla though. I really do.
No, no. And she looked completely odd at that luncheon. Okay, so let's just start with at the top. We see Shakib and Emily going to shopping for engagement rings. I think that that is a little bit too fast considering that y'all just got back together. Um, but okay, we get into the shop and she wants a 3 to 4 carat center stone so that the ring can prove his love to her. So what now? Y'all got a lot of other
Right.
issues to deal with. I just think that Emily is just being characterized as really unreasonable.
But I have a question for you. Do you think that Emily is putting on for the camera?
Yes,
Because if you look at Shakib and his face, he's looking at her like, "What are you doing? What are you talking about?" Like
he's lost.
he's right. He's completely like, "What is going on here?" Like
Where did that
you've
come
gone rogue.
from?
Like you've
Yep.
gone rogue.
Mm-hmm. She's just working to get the next luxury bag because you notice that she gets a different one every season. Just saying. I
That was
don't know.
insane.
I don't know. It was just very weird. I loved the store owner. Oh damn, did I put down her name? I loved her. Talar. She
Yes.
gave great advice. She wasn't too pushy. She wasn't too nosy. Like, I that was the right type of shop assistance that we need in these shows. She was the highlight of their segment for me. Other than that, they were all trash.
But
Ugh.
when she said her mother-in-law wore black her, to her wedding, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Saying everything without saying a word. You go, mama.
Hmm.
Um, what did you think about the scene where Layla was having lunch with her colleagues? Layla's been a teacher's assistant for 25 years, and these are some of the teachers that she works with. And they've never met Shakib.
Yeah, they never met him. And then what's his name? Jeff said Layla is the nicest person he's ever met. I'm like, you don't get out much, do you?
Or maybe, again, her behavior is manufactured,
But she was behaving the same way with them.
but
The same way.
not the, over the top, the way how she does with
No.
Emily.
But she still can she just don't like Emily.
Yeah. And I don't
You
know.
know you know what Layla would be that black cat in the movies where when that person walks in they just hiss and like hunch. and all the fur stands up. That's how she is with Emily.
But this is where she drops she feels that Emily wants Shakib to spend all his money on her and that she's selfish. And then of course we see that play out at the jewelry store, and then the conversation that they have where Emily drops, women need to stay at home and the men should work and provide for them. And do you agree to pay for everything? I was like, huh? What?
But if you look at it though, as off-putting as it is, and it comes across with her, that's who she is. I'm sorry because she did that shit with a straight face. I mean, there was no, it was not over the top. I'm like, oh, this is who you really are, and that's the way I took it. I was like, okay. And then when she said her parents came to America
Mm-hmm.
and her mom stayed at home with them, and she's like, it was great having my mom at home to take care of me and my brother. I'm like, see, there we go. That's a problem. You're used to someone taking care of you. And
Yeah,
I bet her parents paid or her dad paid for everything while she was in college.
I wouldn't be surprised. And then we also find out that during the panorama, she took a little time, but she's just recently got a job at a title company. And Shakib is like excited because he feels like she can contribute to them branching out on their own. But she's like, as soon as you get that house and you move me in, like, I'm staying at home.
Yeah, and
Mm.
and I'm not ready to have no kids either. I
Oh,
got two. I
she
got
got
two
two
dogs,
dogs. Yep.
and one has stomach issues, and one has arthritis. So yeah,
How
that's a
old is
lot.
she again?
25.
Here's the thing. I don't mind her practicing on the dogs. Like, you're still young. If y'all are going to be in a serious relationship, living together, trying to figure out and get to know each other better on that level where you're cohabitating together, I can see holding off on having children. And even for newlyweds, like, don't go just jump right in and have babies. Like, enjoy being a newlywed together with your
Mhm.
spouse. I encourage that. The only time that I'm like, girl, please, is if you are a more mature individual and you already know what you want and what your goals are, and you've lived some life, then that goes out the window. But for younger women and guys in their 20s, live your life. If you do
Mhm.
decide to get married, take a few years to enjoy each other. That's all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Because a lot of growth of character and personality does take place between 20 and 30.
Yeah, it does. Oh, most definitely. To me,
Mm-hmm.
you're not a fully fledged adult till you hit about 30. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
because your whole 20s, you're still going to be in that me stage. It's all about me. But then when you kind of hit 30, it's like once that three pops up in your age, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I need to start getting my shit together.
So yeah, that I was kind of taken aback, much like Shakib. Like, where did all this come from? How come you ain't tell me this before? Um,
Because for me, he had to look like this is how you really are. You should let me know. I could have been dumped you and just stay with my mama.
hmm
That's how I took it.
I felt like in some of his expressions, he was just looking back and saying, "Oh my God, what if my mom was right? Maybe I should let her pick for me. I don't think Emily's going to shave my back like my mom does." Like, all of those things flashed in front of his eyes when she was saying that mess. Okay, let's just say hello to everybody in the chat now that some people have flowed in. Hi Tracy, hi Black Lavender, hi Trey, hi V Cookie 12308. Hey Susan. Let's see who else is in here. Hey Hitmaker 9000. Hey Sunshinery. Welcome, 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 everybody in the live chat, and shout out to our replay crew. Thank you for joining us today for our playground antics. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Emily. I've been disappointed in Shakib and Layla. You just keep doing you.
Right. Like Emily showed you a whole lot. I'm like, oh, this is who you really are. Like you want 40,000? Excuse
What does he do? Does she think that he can afford to put a car on her finger?
you? Right. Two or three cars in some cases.
For real, for real. Like I thought it was very presumptuous. And then her reasoning behind it was the stone, the larger the stone, the more I'm loved. No, girl.
Mm-mm.
Sorry. So who's next?
What to do? Was it Tia and Thea? That's a whole mess. I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, so all right, so last week he invited his mom to come and stay with him and Tia, but he didn't bother to tell Tia this. So to this episode, he brings it up and he drops it on Tia, and he wants his mom to stay with them for a couple of days, but Tia wants a specific number of days. And she says, "I can do a weekend, no more." I agree with her.
Yeah.
I agree with her. And I think I said this last week. This doesn't make any sense. It's not immediately after her surgery where she literally should not be getting up on the knee, because she had a knee
Right.
replacement, right?
Right.
And she has to go to rehab now. What is it? Physical therapy. Sorry, not rehab. Um, so his excuse is, instead of driving over to mom's house to go and take her, drop her off, and come back, it'd be just much more convenient because he is lazy. My thought is, if you should have had her at the house before therapy, when she had problems with mobility. She ain't got no problems with mobility, because as soon as she land up in there, she starts cleaning that woman's house
Right.
and going up and down the stairs.
Exactly.
Why is she there? It makes no
Storyline.
sense. Mm-mm-mm. I like Tia's daughters, though. I
Her,
like
I
them.
love her daughters. They give her such good advice.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, ma'am, you need to pack this stuff up.
Yep.
If he's not going to do what he needs to do, pack it up. You wasted too
Mm-hmm.
much time.
I know they were straightforward but not rude. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And what was it that they were eating?
Look
Was
like some
that,
sort of soup. I was trying to see. It was either soup or Panda Express. It was one of the two.
it looked like that beet soup. Remember what's her name made it? Natalie from 90 Day Borscht.
Yes.
It looked like that, but I was just like, "Oh, that looks interesting." I guess I must have zoned out when they were talking. But yeah, I like her daughters a lot. Um and honestly, I don't know how Carolyn puts up with, sorry, how Tia puts up with Carolyn. I'm agreeing with one of the daughters. It's intrusive to go around cleaning someone else's home unless they specifically ask you to. I don't
Exactly.
know.
But did you
Anyway,
see? But you remember when one time when Tia was in there in the bed naked under the blanket, Carolyn just walked in and sat down, and started talking.
yes.
Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that.
Yep. She when she said that, I was like, "Say what now?" Oh, Carolyn. Uh and
But she
she's
has
still
boundaries though.
paying his bills though. Like, I don't understand that. Like, it okay, God forbid, knock wood. Please, I'm not speaking this into existence. But if something happened to his mom, will he even know how to do anything?
That's what Tia was saying.
Or does he feel that Tia will just take over all responsibilities for his day-to-day care? Like, it makes no sense how a grown person functions like this.
That's what Tia was saying. Like, what happened? What would you do without her? Basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I agree with her on that point.
Okay. Yes, Trey. She was getting around that house just fine, cleaning and meddling. Yep.
Hmm. That's
I
why I
wonder how
understand the whole
strong
big
that
deal.
knee is. And that was a bad thought. Oops.
I mean, she was making it. I mean, she was able to walk in the house without her walker. I'm like, okay, but
When
then
they
she was
showed
able.
her on the stairs,
Yeah,
they showed her on the stairs. I'm like, really? Shady production. Shady. Mm. Oh, God. All right. So, anything else with them?
with them, no, because it was also centered around
Mm-hmm.
Tia and her daughters mostly. But that was a good scene. Her
Mm-hmm.
daughters gave her really good advice, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Okay, so the last scenario is Kim, Matt, and Kelly. But this time we get to see Matt's dad. What was his name?
Pat.
Pat. Okay. How he has stayed married to Kelly all these years. Kudos to him.
They
But
don't
I
live
think he
together.
sees no, but I think he sees Kelly for what she is and he just
Hmm.
ignores.
Right.
And I wonder if all of that was placed on him before Matt was born. And once Matt was born, he got a break.
Right.
Ugh.
I think once Matt came along and then they decided to homeschool him. I think that's when he's like, oh, I got a break. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it allows him to do whatever because he knows the focus of her attention is not on him.
Exactly.
So Matt, it's killing Matt that he can't tell Kelly. But then he says, well, Kim says I could only not discuss it with Kelly. She didn't say anything about my dad. And he takes the puss way out, goes golfing with his dad to discuss it with the dad. I don't understand how Matt thinks that this is selfish.
Right.
That's what's killing me with this. And boo, you converted a garage.
Yeah.
Stop calling this a house. This is an addition to your parents' home.
3 feet away, if that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but anyway, he discusses it with his dad. And I think the dad gave some neutral advice. He asked probing questions of the situation. He just didn't jump on one side or another. But Matt is still like, I'm hoping that Kim realizes that their life is in California.
Hmm.
No, your life is in
Correct.
California in your mom's house. That's ultimately where your life is. But if you're supposed to be building a life with this lady, it's supposed to be like a shared vision. You're not even
Mhm.
trying to see this. It amazed me.
Yeah, he's a whole trip.
Ugh. Um, what did you think about their like him, Matt and Kim go go on a like a little date, a little getaway, and they bring up the issue of the job offer.
I mean, I think it's a conversation needs to be had, but it really shouldn't have been that big of a conversation. It should just been, baby, let me know what you want to do. I'll support you. We make it work, and you keep it moving. This shouldn't have been like this whole full blown out conversation, in my opinion.
Well, he was
He,
just trying to make her feel guilty for wanting to have a career.
yeah, which is why I'm like Kim needs to just leave and run and not deal with him anymore
Mhm.
or his family.
I was kind of excited when she said, I am 99.99% sure that I'm taking this job. And I was
Yeah,
like, what you waiting on?
exactly.
Oh, packed. Are you already packed? Are your suitcases in the car? Or do you have your cowboy hat? Are we and your lasso ready? Are we ready to go to is it Austin? I
Austin,
can't
yep.
remember. Yeah. But he's just acting really pissy. That would
But
encourage
she,
me to go. I know that's petty.
but she's acting like he's acting like she's betrayed him or something. Like she's cheated on him. Are you serious?
Hmm.
Shut up. Every time he opens his mouth, I'm like, shut up, because you really don't have anything of value to say. All you want her to do is give up everything for you, and there's nothing there.
I just don't get it. So it's okay for her to support your career aspirations, but it's not okay for you to support hers.
Correct.
It's so one-sided with Matt. And if you're so heavily involved with your family, I don't think you should get involved with another person in a relationship, because that's not a relationship. It really
Yeah,
isn't. How
it's a
dare he
mess.
being alone? Okay, so Trey says, I was thinking to myself, how dare he worry about being alone when his mom is always within arm's reach of him and he likes her company more than his own fiance's. Interesting.
Right.
You know, it kills me. And the thing is that I suspect at the end, whenever this season ends, she's going to stay in California with him.
Yeah, which I would be very disappointed.
But we all know that's going to happen, and she's going to move into the garage, and she's going to live out, being henpecked by his mom.
That's
Lovely.
insane and totally
Well,
insane.
that was it. Those were the three couples on the episode.
It was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Um,
lot there.
I like it with the three couples because here's the thing. You get more details on the storyline, and the storyline progresses faster. Um, I know that there are five couples that are being featured this season, but Stephanie, Mike, Liz, and Tracy, Brian, and Jane, okay, um, they can miss a week,
Yeah,
especially Stephanie, Mike, and Liz.
yeah. They can miss the whole season. Honestly, that's just me though.
Okay, guys, let us know your thoughts. This was I Love a Mama's Boy, Season 2, Episode 4, Crazy Expectations. Leave your comments below, and let us know what you think about this episode, or the season in general. Do you like this show at all? I find it thoroughly unbelievable, but very entertaining. Any final thoughts, my friend?
No, this was a great episode. It went by so fast. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie, so
Mm-hmm.
fast. And yeah, I wanted to team Layla on this one. Like, damn, was she really right about this child? Like, I used to feel bad for Emily and be like, that's not right. But now how she acted at that jewelry store and how she was talking at the burger place. Oh yeah, Shakib, dump her. She can go. Let her live with her mama, and she can take her mama's advice and lose the weight that her mama thinks that she needs to lose, and get her a nice Asian doctor and have the life that she wants. Because this is not it.
What weight? Like, I'm still
Right.
perplexed by what her mom said. What weight does
Exactly.
she have to lose? She seems very like slim.
Yes. When her mama said that last season, I was like, for real?
Oof. I'm only holding on to their storyline, hoping that her mom meets his mom.
That's it. That's all I want to see.
Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow we will have Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup episode. Everybody come ready in your best prison garb. We'll be doing a pat down and cell check at 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right, so until next time, my friend.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.